You guys are watching NFL Daily. I am Tom Downey. We'll do it for at least one more week. NFL playoff predictions. 6-0 last week. I don't know if that's going to continue this week, but it's been a good success so far. First, just an overview of where things sit. The NFC playoff picture, it's Eagles against the Giants. It is Niners against the Cowboys. Both games on Fox, Saturday and Sunday. Vikings, Bucks, Seahawks have been eliminated. It was all chalk, meanwhile, in the AFC. The Jags, in one of the more wild playoff games you will ever see, took down the Chargers. The Bengals survived against the Ravens, and the Bills, a bit of a scare against the Dolphins, held on as well. Chiefs, Jags, and Bills, Bengals. Those are the early games on Saturday and Sunday. NFC gets the later ones. Before we get too far in, I want you guys to predict the Super Bowl matchup and the winner. So maybe it's Eagles over Chiefs, Bills over Niners, whatever it is, predict the Super Bowl matchup and the winner for me in the comment section. We're going to begin with the AFC divisional matchup. That is the Jacksonville Jags against the Kansas City Chiefs. The surprise of, I think, mostly very few people. It is a heavy advantage for Kansas City because, well, they're just a better football team across the board. Although, hey, Jacksonville found a way to rally in impressive fashion. Chiefs have the number one scoring offense, about league average defense. Meanwhile, the Jags have been top 10 in offense and top 12 in defense. So, quality matchup. Kansas City, by the way, is a 9.5-point favorite at home, which I, again, can't say I'm too surprised by. I love what Trevor Lawrence has done this year, and I think we saw the flashes of it last season, the high-end ability, the ability to make big-time plays. He was about as bad as you can possibly be to begin the game against the Chargers. It's like, I genuinely Googled, what's the record for most interceptions in a playoff game? Because I'm like, he's going to keep throwing it. He might do it. And then he's like, that's what you thought, and played out of his mind down the stretch and helped the Jags upset the Chargers in stunning fashion. But he is not the better quarterback in this game. Really, no one is going up against Patrick Mahomes, right? I think he's won NFL MVP. That production's insane. I mean, no disrespect to guys like Jalen Hurts, whatever. Mahomes, he is in the dangerous comparison. The LeBron territory of LeBron should have won MVP every year in Cleveland. He didn't because we just assume he's going to be great. So it has to be special greatness, even though his normal level is better than everybody else. That's just how it always goes, right? Who do you have? We'll ask this for every one of the matchups today. JAC for the Jags, KC for the Chiefs. Vote for me in the comments section right now. My prediction, Chiefs win. I have the Jags covering. I think it might be a bit of a backdoor cover for Jacksonville. I think KC is mostly going to be in control. I think you will see a bit of a slow start from the Chiefs. Then they'll have a great second quarter and kind of put that game away, and Jags will kind of rally late. The Chiefs will cool off. They've done it before in a lot of games, frankly. I got the Chiefs winning, though, in the end. To the Bengals and the Bills. This is I think one of the, I rank this as the second best matchup of the weekend. I think there's a clear top two, by the way. Bengals on the road. Many Bengals fans unhappy with that because this previous game, of course, got canceled after the scary DeMar Hamlin incident. Thank God he's okay. Bills, great offense, great defense. Bengals, top 10 as well. Both of these teams can absolutely win the whole damn thing this year, but Buffalo at home, a 4.5-point favorite on Sunday. Going to be a tough road environment for the Bengals. Both quarterbacks are, of course, among the very best in the NFL. I think we would all agree on that front. I don't think either played that great in their opening wildcard round game. Joe Burrow was 23 of 32 for 209 yards. Did have 2 total scores. The Bengals offense really missed Jonah Williams. It's going to be Jackson Carman out there once again, which he sucks. I'm sorry. Bengals fans know it, though. Burrow's a great quarterback. No one doubts it. He has to play a bit better. And Josh Allen has to do better about the turnovers. Everyone made a big deal about other quarterbacks' turnovers. Not as many, though, for Allen in terms of that conversation, which I found interesting. He's been a bit of a red zone turnover machine. He doesn't want to take the easy stuff at points. Like 352 yards, 3 scores. You know what? It's working. I think that is what matters in the end. But when you get to the highest level, when you're playing another top 5 NFL team in the Bengals, you got to avoid the turnovers, or it's just going to make life a bit more challenging for you in the end. So who do you have winning? BUF for the Buffalo Bills, CIN for the Cincinnati Bengals. Get those votes in for me in the comments section. I'm going Bills win 27-24, a 3-point win. Comes down to the final moments of the game. Either the Bills hit the game-winning field goal, Bengals have a chance to drive down the field, or maybe they miss one. I think it's going to be a thriller and a great game. Are you wasting money on subscriptions? 80% of people have subscriptions they forgot about. Maybe it's an unused Amazon Prime account or a Hulu account that never gets streamed because you have 6 other ones these days. There's this great app that I love using, helps me track all my expenses, and because of it, I no longer waste money on subscriptions. You might have heard of it. It's called Rocket Money, formerly known as Truebill. The app shows all subscriptions in one place and then cancels for you whatever you don't still want. Rocket Money can even find subscriptions you didn't know you were paying for. Maybe you were double charged for a subscription. Whatever it is, to cancel on Rocket Money, all you do, press cancel. That is it. Rocket Money takes care of the rest. So get rid of your useless and unwanted subscriptions with Rocket Money right now. Go to rocketmoney.com/NFL Daily. That's rocketmoney.com/NFL Daily. Seriously, folks, it could save you hundreds per year. That's rocketmoney.com/NFL Daily. Links in the comments section and the description of today's show. We move now to the NFC matchups. The Giants against the Eagles. That is not going to be an easy environment to go into. Giants on their own, prime time football on Saturday. Any way you slice it, and I mean this as no disrespect, the Eagles are the better football team. They have the better offense, 3rd in scoring, better defense, 8th in scoring defense. The Giants actually had a negative point differential this year. Didn't matter. It took down the Vikings, and Brian Daboll and his coaching staff have done an unbelievably fantastic job this year. You can't write off the Giants is what I'm saying. But the Eagles are heavy favorites for a reason. 7.5 points is a big spread for a playoff game. The fun part is, well, these two teams have played each other earlier in the year at full strength. The Eagles took out the Giants 48-22. I think you will see a different defensive scheme for the Giants. They ran a lot of cover 1, and that was just big-time vertical shots downfield. Eagles ran the ball well, too. Miles Sanders went nuts. Daniel Jones held in check. Saquon Barkley had nothing going. Week 18, with the Giants playing the backups, hey, they hung around. Eagles wanted to get Hurts some run. They gave Boston Scott a lot of carries. They wanted to test out Hurts' throwing shoulder. The extra week of rest, I do think, will benefit Hurts from in that category of actually being fully healthy and being able to be the dynamic playmaker he was this year. 3,700 yards through the air, 13 rushing score, 760 rushing yards. Like, I don't really care where the yards or touchdowns come from. It's all the same. A yard's a yard. 5 yards is 5 yards. All that's valuable in the end. So I was very impressed with the play out of Jalen Hurts so far this season. I thought he continues, he does this pretty much every year in his collegiate career. He's gotten better pretty much each and every single season, which I think is quite valuable. Also, what was impressive, let's give him some love, was Daniel Jones. Those not sold, I get it. I understand it. But I thought DJ had his best game of his career against the Vikings. A lot of success through the air, a lot of success on the ground. Much tougher test. That Vikings defense is, in a word, trash. It's just not good. They should probably fire their DC already. Much tougher test this week for Daniel Jones, but keeps doing it. He's going to get paid. So who you got winning? PHI for the Eagles, NYG for the G-Men. Get those votes in for me in the comments section. I've got the Eagles in this one. I have them covering the spread as well, 28-17. The miracle run for the Giants, I think, dies down, and Philadelphia gets to take ahead to the NFC Championship against the Niners with the Cowboys. We'll break down that game, but first, make sure you guys are subbed. We will have NFC AFC title game previews for you guys on Sunday once we know the matchups of those games. Hit that sub button for us right now for more free videos. The final matchup is also the final one on Sunday. The Cowboys against the 49ers. You've got a top 4 scoring offense against top 6 scoring offense. Number 5 scoring defense against the number 1 scoring defense. That is a Super Bowl caliber matchup. We are getting it, though, in the NFC Divisional Round. Still doubts about Dallas. Yeah, the Bucs aren't that great, but no one trusts them in the first place. This line, by the way, has moved a lot. Opened at 3, 2.5, 3.5 of the 4. It's been very scattershot. A lot of different money coming in different directions. It is a potential revenge game for the Cowboys. They lost last year in the wild card round. Quarterback didn't play well. The ground game was non-existent. The Niners won. They almost went all the way before losing in a heartbreaker against the LA Rams. The Cowboys were bad in the wild card round last year. They were awful week 18. And then Dak Prescott, I think, especially considering the situation, the moment itself, had his best game of his life. 25 of 33. And there were 3 straight drops to begin the football game. And after that, he just balled out. He was perfect. 305 yards, 5 total touchdowns. Now, I will say this for the Cowboys and their offense. The Bucs defense is good. Offense, not so much. The Niners defense is even better. I think that's the best defense in the entire NFL. Brock Purdy, meanwhile, has his toughest test by a big margin. They haven't played that many playoff teams, really only the Seahawks, basically. A bunch of iffy matchups. Much tougher tests for both teams. I would not be surprised at all if the winner of this game not just made it to the NFC Championship game, or won the NFC Championship game, maybe won the whole damn thing. Both these teams, if the Cowboys play like they actually can, which they have been up and down this year, have a lot of success. If Purdy can keep the magic going, Niners are dangerous. He was not good in the first half against Seattle, settled down, and the Niners offense does some incredible things after the catch. This is the best game of the week. This is a fantastic matchup. 2 good teams, if they play like it, looking at you, Dallas, and the Niners have a lot of success as well. Who you got? DAL for the Cowboys, SF for the 49ers. I've gone all chalk so far. I can't go 4 straight favorites to win. I can't do it. So I'll go Cowboys win in a thriller. Missed extra points included because Brett Maher is now maybe Maher once again. Cowboys pull the upset. Would I be shocked if the Niners won? Absolutely not. There's a reason it's a very low spread game. I'll pick at least one upset, though. Give me the Cowboys.